use it like a family thing. I'm telling you, they might eventually kill this man at the end of the day. Because there are a lot of things involved in this case, laws deeper than what we are seeing outside. And they don't want it to be open. And if Baba is still here in this world, it might still open to Baba, and Baba might even later bring up the case. These people, they act like evil. They are evil. They don't care. To me, something happened in America. I think was it a few years ago. A couple, they had 2 children, and they brought two boys, grown-up boys, and they decided to kill their parents because of their insurance, because of money. They burned the house, but God so good, the parent escaped. And this thing, it went to court. The parent, they said they should face the consequences. Those were the 2 boys they had. So they like face it. Because they knew that even if they like, oh, let it be, or we are not really like, though America is not like Nigeria, even if the parents say, oh, they're not doing any case or they're not interested, American governments will still take it up. It will be like case of governments and those boys. But still, but the parents insisted that they should face the law. So this thing, if you're putting sentiment like, oh, they've done it and the Baba doesn't want to lose Adura. Blessing was not part of the thing. She wasn't part of the team. But they told, and I'm not sure because I can't be 100% sure, but I think she knows what really happened. So, if Baba decides to save Adura, that made the case is gone. So I'm just seizing this opportunity to just advise Baba. Yeah, I know it's not easy, but like what Mr. Andy said, that Baba put his feet down up to this morning. Baba needs to put his feet down, right? Because Adura is not even for Baba, doesn't even like Baba. Adura doesn't care about Baba. Adura can arrange to find Baba. So if Baba saves Adura, it's dangerous, it's risky. That's what I have to say. Please, host, can you let me down, please? Thank you so much. Justice we want, by the special grace of God. Justice we shall get. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, my sister. Let me quickly just chip in this. You see?
But before she drops her point, what would you have done if you're in the same shoe? I mean, because that is a major thing. We are trying to solve problems so that when we find ourselves in the same situation, then we know what to do. You know, now Mr. Joseph Aloba is the one.
Exactly.
If you were to be in the situation, would you look for justice?
Yeah.
Or what would you do? Go on, tell us.
That is exactly what I was saying. Like, if this thing happened, right, to me, God forbid, nobody pray to be in this kind of situation. God forbid. But if it happened to me, I would rather let the person that did this evil, to face the consequence, because the boy they are even dangerous to the community, to the entire world, because they're not feeling any remorse. They're not showing any regret.
No, it's easier said than done, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. I already said this before. It's easier said than done, But I will have it in my mind, fight it. Like this thing, I must like face the reality. Let them face the law. Yeah, it's easier said than done. I know that. But
Okay, are you saying,
if you weigh it,
are you gonna what if you are being conditioned by the rest of the family that if you go down that route,
what is family? It's my life.
let's wait,
What
let's wait.
is family?
No, there are some people who cherish family relationship more than any other thing.
Excuse me, we cherish family,
Okay,
but it's
thank you.
about my life. Like, excuse me, Paparino, it is about my life. If yeah, I have family, I have some people that I listen to. Definitely, we all have people we listen to. You understand, in the family. But if eventually they now said, "Oh, we should let go," I will let them know. Like, what about if I let go and this boy came again and did the same thing to me? So what would they say that time? Who are they going to appeal to?
Paparazzi,
Sorry?
I'm gonna engage you. Let Andy come in. I'm gonna engage you again. Just stay around. Go on.
All right then.
Let me say this.
All right.
Let me say this. Let me say this. And please, I don't want you to interject me, Paparino. 14 is playing against Baba. 14 is playing against Baba. Let me make it clear. Baba, till this morning, the Baba want justice. Till this morning. And that man will continue to be asking for justice. First thing that play against Baba is money. That is number one. His own family against him for seeking for justice. The Lagos State Police against him, asking for justice. And the Lagos State government against him for asking for justice. We all know what have happened for the 9 months till this morning. But despite the fact that all these 4 teams played against Baba Mohbad, the man is still resolute to seek for justice. That is what I want to say before you engage her, please.
All right, thank you, Andy. Dima, we are back to you. Okay, yeah. So are you there, Dima? I wanted to see it from things from your own perspective. Like, are you saying that if it were one of your son who embalmed the other, and you were explaining to him that they tried to save his life, he had injury, and then a nurse came and he died. They told you this. Would you that will see that they also lost their life, and your wife also may be part of it? Because as things stand, we all might be thinking Mohbad mother is innocent, but I mean, to a very big surprise, she may be part of. Surprisingly, she may be part of this whole orchestration. You may be shocked. You may be shocked to see that she's part of all of these things. So, and everybody is fighting so hard to see that they stand side by side each other. And that's what we are seeing here. So are you saying that you're going to let this whole family go down? Is that what you mean? Timothy, are you the Timothy? Okay. Anyway.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, I was muted. Yeah. What I'm saying this, I'm still saying it again. I understand what Mr. Andy said, like poverty, police, the entire the powerful people.
I'm going to engage Andy in that. I don't think poverty plays really a very big role. I'm going to engage Andy. Go on. After you, I'm going to engage Andy.
Yeah. So all these things, I know, definitely. And it's always happened like that. It's not strange. If anything like this, especially in Nigeria, it does happen. So it's not something that we say, oh, it's just a big thing. It should be expected, especially in that where we don't have effective law. That law are for some people. Their laws are for some people, Definitely it's expected. But the thing is now, we have to weigh this. If I let this thing pass, what do I gain? If I let, what will be how would I feel? am I going to feel relieved? Is it going to help me? Right? What about now if they allow it, like let them face law, let them pay for their sins? Then how do I feel? Then I have to weigh that. Because I would think, if this thing happened, if I let justice to prevail, definitely it's going to correct so many things. Not even only me, right? It will help the community, even our system. And aside from this, if I'm talking, I'm talking generally who buy more. I'm not talking, if we say empowerment, I don't see if it's just only empowerment. Adura has now decided to carry the cross. It will only face sentence. Like jail time. Right? If that is it. So I don't see reasons why Baba will not let that happen, because it's not going to be like they're going to kill him. But, aside from that, when we talk of buying more, if Papa said, let me agree, let me accept what my family are saying and sort of, then that means these people, all of them will go scot-free. And those people that look at what is happening everywhere, they are so proud. They are like, oh, nothing will happen. We did this thing and nothing will happen. So we let it. I'm telling you, if the Baba agree to let go, it will break so many people down. It might kill some people. It might cause the death of some people. I'm telling you, because the way we people took up this thing with passion, with emotion. I'm just trying to control my emotion, my passion. I'm trying to control everything so that it doesn't break me down. And I'm trying to cope with it. But if eventually now we now say, okay, let it go, let it slide, I'm telling you, there will be so many people that will feel so down, and it might affect them. Earthwise. Yes, we know we are fighting government. It has happened before. Though people will say, oh, don't compare it. What happened to this Timothy issue? We shouldn't compare it with this. Yeah, it's not the same, but a little bit similar. So, and then eventually, it's the masses that force government, that force them to give justice. They did not want to. We knew how the games they played that time. And for the fact that you have Baba as masses supporting him, Baba should just be our leader and we follow. About the money, I don't think so. Like what you said, Papareno, people are trying their best. People are really trying their best. So about that. And this thing, that if you let go as well, that means this boy came to this world, suffered, labored, went through pains, lived, and they ended the guy, and that is it, just like that. That means he labored, he did all these things for another people to reap. It's going to be a sad thing, please. Yes, I understand. People will come in, family will come in. But in this case, we know what this guy, we can imagine what happened to this boy. We can imagine what happened to him, the last breath before, 30 minutes before his last breath. Does anybody deserve that? See what this guy lived every time with fear. No peace in the house, no peace outside. If Baba let go, the boy, we don't know who is the father. What about eventually the father now came and they just took the boy? So what is the gain of Baba? What will be his gain? Please, I'm saying this, right? I'm telling you, if I was in that shoe, I would leave that boy. You face the consequence. Gbogbo wa la wà láyé. A lot of people ní Obimo, they live their life. I can't live my life and put myself at risk because of some family are saying no. Timba Kuleni, the family will continue. They will still mourn me for just few hours and they will carry on. This boy is gone. It's Baba that is suffering. It's Baba that is going up and down. How many family have we seen with Baba? And this family will now come to say, oh, Baba, yes, just let it slide. Me, I'm not in that support. It is my life. It is Baba's life. If I was in that situation, it is my life. So that is my own opinion. We all have how do I put it? Any right to our own opinion. So, but that is me. And that is the way I'm feeling. I have children. I have grown-up children. I'm a grandma. I have boys. I don't have girls. So this thing is getting into me again. So I don't want to say much. And I would like to calm down. Honestly, I need to calm myself down.
All right.
You know. So thank you so much.
Take it easy.
Please let me calm down, please.
All right.
I will take it easy. Thank you so much.
You can take note from the comment section. It's okay. Take it.
I will do.
Yeah. Take some, choose some cold water. Andy, let me engage you. Listen, first, let me say, I will say, let me quote for you. The Bible says in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 that for money is the root of all evils. Yeah, 1 Timothy 6:10. Now, you see, and the Bible also tells us to be contented with the little that we have.
Correct.
Exactly. If we know that we ourselves are not, evil persons in nature, okay, we should be more concerned about things that are right, not about, like walking by sight, things that glitters. Now, Mr. Joseph Aloba is a pastor, is a man of God. If we're talking about money, he's the last person that we should use that attribute for, that money plays a very big role in this particular case. I don't want to think money play a very big role. I just want to say emotion plays a lot of roles. Okay, emotion, sentiment plays a very big role, because if you look at it, he has stood for what he believes that is right, and support is coming. Do you care how do the birds in the skies feed? We don't know how they feed, but they feed. Who feed them? When it's time for them to sleep, they find somewhere to sleep. Do they pay for rent? No. Okay, so for me, it's all about what is right, rather than saying money. Do what is right, and the remaining things will be taken care of. The Bible says, what shall it profit a man to earn the whole world, but do what?
And lost his life.
You are a good Bible student. So now, again, we must not use money must not lead in this particular case. But what must lead is passion towards what is right. Do you want to ensure that the right thing is done, is established for the purpose of history, for the purpose of sanity and justice? Do you want to see that these things stands in the bill. Oh, you only care about if I was rich or if I wasn't rich. So the matter of rich or not being rich, I don't think is something that we should kind
Okay,
of pay more
okay,
attention.
Papa, this is not issue of rich. You
Mm,
understand me? But
yes.
let's just look from what we've been told from the family onset. When the issue of introduction, wedding, whatsoever engagement came up, I believe if Aloba is a rich person from the beginning, all these engagement they turn into wedding, marriage, whatsoever, I believe it will not happen. Take that one as number one. Secondly, hold on, please. Secondly, when all these boys bars, maybe they are having misunderstanding, you understand me? According to Baba, Wumi will go and sleep for hotel for 3 days or 4 days, it will not happen. But the one that is shocking, because according to what we have been seeing or what we have been listening to, you understand me? They've pre-planned the death of Mobad. You understand me?
But,
If a lot,
Andy,
hold
you
on.
have to reduce your emotions here so that we do not.
Please. Hold on. Okay. Now,
Yes.
now,
One by one so that we can deal with it, so that we don't forget it. It's not how much you list the point that makes it correct.
okay,
List one solid point that is undisputable,
okay,
that
now,
we can all agree upon, but the 2 points are still weak.
okay, now, let me give you this point. Maybe
Mm,
this one is going to be valid.
Undisputable, yeah.
Now, when Mobad died, either 11th or 12th,
Yeah.
if Baba is a rich person, Wumi will put a call through to our father-in-law, but the call through did not happen because poverty play in there. When Baba got there, now the next statement Wumi said to Baba, Emma Agbelo Kelo Ro. To me, poverty play.
Okay.
Thirdly, hold on. Let me give you last point, please. Now, let's assume in that Baba have money without police reports or doctor reports. Trust me, Baba will deposit that body at the morgue. This is Nigerian community. Baba will give them thousands of money and the body will be there. That is why I said to you, Papa Rhino, poverty play in this matter as well. It's one of the weapons they are using against this Baba. Just forget now that you are contributing money on GoFund or Access Bank. Forget. That is my own personal opinion, and I believe majority of people will get along with me. If it is Adeleke that this one happens to, do you think we are going to be on social media seeking for justice? Even though the government that they are behind these people and the police, Baba, they will checkmate them, they will run away. That is my own personal opinion right now. That's why I said to you, it's one of the weapons that they are using against this Aloba. May Nigeria never happens to any one of us. Amen.
All right. Who wants to counter those 3 points from Andy's side and floor all of those things Andy has said? Who wants to? I mean, who? Go on. Yeah, go on. I mean, counter what Andy has just said. Counter it.
Part of it will be countering, and a bit of 50-50, if that's okay.
You can't hear you. Your voice is very low. Can you please make it loud for
So I'm
us?
saying that it will be 50-50, if that's okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Money plays a kind of a dual role, but in a society like Nigeria, if you have it, you have power. So money goes alongside power. So if he had money, Papa Mohbad, things would be definitely different. If he came from a different social sector or circle, things would be definitely different. That is clear in my opinion. I also don't think that him not having money is the sole cause of where we are today. I think it's a question of, first of all, okay, it's trauma. It's a shocking thing. It's a hurtful thing. So it's very hard for people to be reasonable in those circumstances. But I think down the line, the fact that he doesn't have a good support network is what made things worse for him. And then it might be a case of his level of education or perhaps his personality that he seems to be finding it difficult to take on help. I'm not sure why the confusion is in that. So there's a lot of help that is going to him. For some reason, he's not taking it on. There's a lot of help that is available, but I'm not sure why he's not taking it on. So is it an education thing? Is it a immediate cycle thing around him? That's where I don't get what is happening. Because irrespective of, even before the legal team came into place, there's a lot of help that came from the public, from all those initial protests that were being done. So I'm not sure why it was not picked up. And it's still not being picked up as we speak. So that is a big deterrent because there's power in numbers. If you don't have money, but Papa has numbers that would have worked for him, that can work for him, but it's not being used. So that's a shame in the whole situation because he's got numbers. Irrespective of what the police are not doing, irrespective of how many people in power are in this, numbers, he's got numbers and that could change the narrative very easily. But it's not being tapped into and that's really unfortunate. Brian, whilst I have you on live here, I'm going to say something a bit coded, but I know you understand me. There's still the role for smear campaigning, and there's still the role for going people to perform their corporate social responsibility. We have those two tools that we can use. Without elaborating too much, you understand me. If we use that with our numbers, we will change the narrative of this story. As long as Mohbad's money keeps pumping out, we will not go a long way. We've got to stop their source of income. Stop it. Even if it's temporary. As long as that money is still going to the pockets that is going, we'll be dancing a kumbaya for a very long time. Cut their oxygen. Cut that oxygen and the narrative will change quickly. Or at least it's going to put pressure on people who are sitting comfortably. That's my code. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Angel. You see, I don't know, maybe before you joined, I listed 4 teams that played in this Justice for Mohbad. When you talk about education, I'm going to categorize that one into money as well. That is poverty. You understand me? Second thing that is playing against Baba Mohbad, is the family member of his own. Family member of his own playing against him. The third one is the Lagos State Police. And the fourth one is government. Despite the fact that 4 teams are playing against this Joseph Oloba this stand with the justice that he's seeking for, resolute with his justice. But you see, these 4 things, they are so powerful in that country. You understand me? And now let's just put it in another area. If this thing happened in the West, you understand me? Forget, either you are a family member or you are not a family member, you are going down for it. The family will not come. Any family that comes, they will have their own share that they want to obstruct justice. That is in the West. That is in the West.
Can I just add to your point? Absolutely. And that's why you have the arm of the law, which takes off the burden of family and emotions, because they know that emotions will come into place eventually. So you have the arm of the law, which you're actually supposed to surrender those emotions, let them be in charge. I'm not the one who's in charge, it's the law. So I wish the law was working. It will make all those emotions null and void.
Yeah. You ask a rhetorical question now. You understand me? Does the law work? Does the law work? It doesn't work. If it's working, we are not going to be here this morning. It works for some people.
Good morning, everybody. Can I say something, or it's not my turn?
Iron lady, you don't say good morning to me.
I said good morning, everybody. Are you not part of everybody?
Personally, please.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning to you, Iron Lady. You are welcome.
Thank you. Andy, I agree to you. Well, I agree with what you said to some extent, but uh, I have more disagreements. Let's use a typical example of George Floyd. I hope we all remember that George Floyd was an ex-convict. One, he was actually out, if I'm not mistaken, on probation. He was wearing a bracelet. Two, that fateful day, he spent a fake $20 bill. That was the reason that store owner called the police. So I'm emphasizing fake $20 bill to kind of create an impression that he is poor. Okay? I'm kind of using it to create an impression that he is poor. Yet, he got justice. Because there is power in number. It is true that Baba Aloba, they are not well to do. He is not well to do, but he got the number. Do you know how many people came out for Mohbad on the candle night day all over the world put together? Okay. Àwọn ènìyàn mi ṣègbé nítorí àìní ìmọ̀, or when you pray, you can pray amazed. But the justice team we have or had or have, ample resources that could have been used to win this case way back. When we speak, we are the people. We put the government in position and we have the power to remove them. But when we don't know what we are doing, then they remain there. That is when they say, slaves that loves their shackles. Even when you open the gate of the prison, they will remain there. Okay? So to me, that is what I see played out. You and I have come a long way. I'm glad we're on the same side today. But when we wrote a letter on this platform, say, what nonsense was that? I just met Papariano. I started TikTok. I've been on this case since September. Maybe some people knows me with Teniamo logo. Okay? Some people through Ada Universe. But on TikTok, December 18, I think, was when I took my daughter's phone and I was able to come on the panel. I was not even able to come on the panel. I was able to log into TikTok for the first time. Then I was begging. I will be typing, they will be talking, I will be listening, and I will have an idea or question or suggestion. I will type it. Papariano was not reading the comments out or anything. Then somehow, I connected somehow and I was able to build my account to, he built my account to 1,000 and brought me up to panel. Somehow I've forgotten, and we started talking. This was December 18. The first petition I wrote was December 25. And it was stamped at Abuja, at Ikorodu, and Alagbon, different dates. But let's use the date on December 27th, when it was received. at Abuja. I started TikTok December 18. The stuff that were discussed here, I followed through. The idea came from this platform here. I followed through, and in 10 days, there was an action plan and there was a petition right there and there. Before I contacted, I hope we have not forgotten, not Smith and Bankole, not Smith and Bankole, personal lawyer that I hired to handle the civil aspect of it simultaneously, that I paid 3 million. But you, Angie, I'm not saying it as an attack. I'm only referencing it. You were part of the antagonist that killed it dead on arrival. Did you get consent from Baba? Did you do this? Who is she? You said trust. You've been saying trust because of trust. How does trust set in? Would I have been working for Wunmi and at the same time petition her? Question number 1. Did I say bring money? Question number 2. How did you bring trust into the equation? What was it that made you not trust that action, or that made you think it was of a contrary opinion? When we took action, boom, petition Wunmi, boom, paid for it. I didn't say come and donate you. We took care of it. We wrote petition to 3 places. So you see, the thing is, mistakes have been made. There's no need pointing fingers. We know when you know that there's corruption in Nigeria or all over the world, anywhere. I have faced corruption and discrimination in this country that I live, and I have won. Am I going to be able to eradicate it? No. But I am going to bring beyond reasonable doubt evidence that will make me win my case. It will be staring them in the face like this. They will have no route of escape other than give us justice. So if we cannot be saying Naija, we all know that. I have been to Ikoyi to go and renew my passport. I know what I went through, and I know what happened. I got it. I've been to the bank. I know what I went through. I know what happened. I have stories. Stories and stories and stories I can tell you. I go to Nigeria twice a year. Up until 2020, I have not been to Nigeria. Okay? So you cannot say, then Agbakamu, well, Nigeria. So what can we do? Nigeria, but it can work for me. Baba ń gúnyán nínú aha, taba ń sebẹ̀ nínú èpo ẹ̀pà. Èmi, I have determined pé mo máa yó. Mo máa yó. I don't care what anybody else is going to say. It's on them. As far as I'm concerned, I am going to make the system work for me.
Let's link back to the subject so that everybody will be part of it. Let's link back to the subject, please.
Let me just.
So the subject matter now is, despite the situation in Nigeria, if the right steps, the right modalities, doing the right thing at the right time, if everything has been done accordingly, will we not be here today? December, I told them, Barrister Dosumu, I honor him, but he does not live in Nigeria. Don't let's go that route. Because of personal beef, which I still do not know why there's a personal beef. It is not my child that died. Today, I still don't know. That's why I brought it to you, Andy, saying trust. I didn't come to you.
Let me just interject you because we have other people on the platform that wants to talk. First and foremost, thank you, Iron Lady. You see, for me, this is for me yet, the case of George Floyd in the United States of America and the case of Mohbad in Nigeria, we cannot compare them together. That is number one. You understand me?
Right. Give me the reason.
I will tell you the reason.
Okay.
With the audience on this platform right now. You see, in US, the citizen hold the government accountable and their laws works. We shouldn't forget what George Floyd did by spending fake $20 or $10. You understand me? If in turn in Nigeria, and they are going to bury him there. You understand me? But in Nigeria, you see the law is there, but it's only working for some people. You understand me? It's only working for some people. That is for me. That is my own personal opinion. Eleshe. Loman Shekini, Loman Jia. We that we are living in the West, we that we are poor in the West, that is why you see all these wealthy people, they will never come for the poor people. Because we that we are poor in the West, we are the one that we own the West. But in Nigeria, you understand me, it's other way around. It's the rich people, they hold our country. The poor are nowhere to be found. Let's put that one aside. Regarding to issue of trust, me personally, till 12:12 UK time now, 12 past 12 UK time, yeah, me, I believe Joseph Oloba, the father of the demise, is our leader. And me, I will follow him to the last breath that I'm having in my body. He is the one that said, he has hired Barrister Odumosu. And I will listen to him regarding to what you said. But Iron Lady, like you said to me, myself, I have not gotten anything against you. You understand me? But I sided with Joseph Oloba. You understand me? That is that. But let's just move on because we have other people they want to speak. Thank you, Iron Lady.
All right, let me come in here 1 minute.
Let me quickly say something before you come in.
Please wait. First of all, in the first statement you make, Andy, I think that is for me that goes well. Nigeria again, there are places again, not everywhere in Nigeria. There are places where people commit crime, like maybe stealing. Okay, like you did something wrong, which is offensive. Okay, and you get killed. Okay, they put tire in your neck and they burn you. And if anybody comes crying justice, in fact, that one, no, you won't even get justice. There are so many people who have been killed probably because they did the wrong thing. They get killed and they don't have any justice. In America, George Floyd did the wrong thing, and yet he got justice. Okay. That one is a little bit. We can.
That's why I said let me correct that notion.
Okay.
Why I brought the issue of the fake $20. When we say, oh, the system works in America, I hope we all remember that it's not only George Floyd that get killed. Every single day someone get killed. Do they all get justice? But it's not every single day the masses. It's not every single day the masses cried out. So if the masses cry out, it does not matter anywhere in the world, you will get justice. So George Floyd spent fake $20. Does he deserve to die? That is not the punishment for spending $20, fake one. Is he the only one that has spent fake $20? He wouldn't be the last. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to draw the strength from the people. From the people. Baba had the people behind him. Yet the right steps are not being taken.
Okay, Lady Harris.
The conclusion I want to draw from the
Lady Harris, you see,
people.
no. Andy has a point in terms of the government because, the point here that he made there is this. A person commits a crime in Nigeria and America. In Nigeria, people around the street, they gather, they beat the person to death, okay? And everybody who gathered, they killed him, they all escaped, okay? The killers escaped and police never investigated it. Police let it go slide. But in America, because somebody commit an offense, the person doesn't deserve to die in ordinary civilians' hand. If civilians get that person killed, it will be investigated. In most cases, okay? In most cases, it will be investigated, and those who get that person killed are gonna go down for it. Okay, so in this situation, we are gonna say the government is at fault here. If not doing the right thing, okay, especially in the case of Mohbad, they want to hold responsible in the first place. Number one, because even if we don't do the right thing, what stops the government who has all of our resources from doing the right thing? That's the first point. But now, on the side where I agree with you, Lady Harris, about the modalities, the good steps, is this. Okay, we already know that these countries, there are a lot of things that place. Okay, in achieving whatever you want to achieve, even with the settings, with the way this country is, you have to follow some pattern, you have to use some strategy to be able to have things achieved in this country. Now, the thing is this: did you understand those strategies and did you implement them? Me and you know Nigeria is not America. So why folding your hands behind and expecting that much? Why not doing more than expecting? So what we are saying is that the family has not done much to win justice for Mohbad in terms of strategies, in terms of the modality. They have not done enough. We know that the government on its own side, we already know the government. No need blaming the government. We already know the government is like this. Government of Nigeria did not just become like this in the case of Mohbad. We can tell so many cases that has been like this. And that we'll be watching the case will be dying in front of us. And there are still so many similar cases, poor people, okay, whereby they win the case in this same Nigeria. Did we ask ourselves what strategy did they use and what are we not using? So strategy is what will make us win case, and that's what will get us better. So if we have to review on our own side now, what are the strategies that we have said we have taken since Mohbad died that will say that we should just fold our hand, relax back, and expecting justice? It's questionable. Andy, do you understand at this point?
100%.
Exactly. Poor strategy.
We've all said the same thing, because I remember when I started, I said I agree with.
You have to manage it, okay?
I agree with Andy.
No. Wait. He's coming in. Let him come in. Go on, Andy.
Let me just echo what you said, Papa Rhino. At the beginning of this justice, we have the masses behind the justice for Mohbad. But I think the mistake that we've made at the beginning of this justice, the right things, the right step is not being done. And the government sees that opportunity. And what I want to say with this is this. After Mohbad's body was being exhumed, 9 days or 8 days after, they told us that they are taking the private toxicology autopsy whatsoever. But we realized on the 31st of January 2024 that what they have took out from Mohbad's body, they kept it somewhere in Lagos. Until they now came back again and told us that, they are taking it to Pennsylvania. United States of America.
Sorry. Who said this thing at that time? When did you realize that January? Is it after Susie said it to Berekete or before then? And
No,
why did
that should be. It was being televised on 31st January 2024 through Berekete when he called the Minister of Information.
you are saying when Susan called Berekete? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I knew that Susan called. Susan called maybe on the
Susan called to
29th
tell
or 30th
Berekete
or
that
31st.
Susan
I don't
told
know.
Berekete that they did their investigation, and from the investigation they found that no samples were taken to anywhere in America.
Okay, this is
So
the
is it
point that
before
I
them
want. This
or
is the
after them?
point. This is the point I want to prove out. Since they exhumed the body of Mohbad September, October, November, December, January, you understand me? The sample is not taken to anywhere.
How do you know? Is it because Susie said it, or how did you find out?
We found out. I found out on the 31st of January 2024
Where?
when Berekete was on live, when he called the Commissioner of Information of Lagos State, and he said we should give them 8 to 10 weeks. You understand me? And we believe from what we have been deliberating, from what we've checked on the Google, we believe that this toxicology only take 6 to 8 weeks. And my point is this: if truly they have taken it since September, you understand me? The Commissioner of Information of Lagos State will not come on the 31st of January 2024 and tell us that give us 8 to 10 weeks. You see the
But
point?
Andy, yeah, that's good, Andy. But Andy, before Berekete, okay, before Commissioner of Information comes out and said, if somebody from our team had done that investigation and has brought that to help us to see that we are guided, would we have received that person and accepted that person or rejected that person?
Even Papariano, hold on.
No. Don't come in, please. I mean, go on.
Well, I think to my own understanding, this is my own personal opinion. You understand me? They will reject that person.
Why?
Because it's not coming from the family member or the legal team that is working with Joseph Oloba.
Oh, okay. What is right must always come from the legal team. That's what you're saying.
No. I'm just saying this now from what I've been
But do you think they are doing the right thing by rejecting good ideas coming to help just
You
from
understand me? Because if you look what happened since last year to this year, I don't want to work with this, I want to work with this, I don't want to work with this, I want to work with this. I'm speaking for myself now, not for the public. This is my own thoughts.
But Andy, if people give you information, I mean, are you not supposed to find out before rejecting it, before castigating it, or you just because it's not coming from someone friendly, you just reject their ideas?
I just need to find out. I need to find out.
Exactly. So the injustice that has been done to so many people who have been willing to help, try to sacrifice their time doing research and doing findings, is that when they bring these findings, I mean, they are being disrespected, they are being, rejected, and I think that has not been helpful, because otherwise we would have had so many information, a lot of people would have been encouraged to even do more than they have done. The little they have done, they are being rejected, and nobody is using it. So can you start? These are one of the problems. I mean, the settings, the system, the strategy that is being used is not, sophisticated enough. The use it as a problem. I mean, henceforth, do you think this continue to be a problem?
The problem continue. Sad to say.
Okay. Now, with that, we have marked that one. We have marked that one. There is a problem there. Anyway, again, I will keep saying this. Please, let's do everything that let's try to do it with things that we keep igniting fights, among colleagues and stuff like that. We can quote things. We can bring in issues. We can quote in some effort, okay, but without intentionally trying to cause an attack on people. Otherwise, me as a host, it will be difficult for me to be bringing, people up, especially knowing fully that they're going to be attacking each other, whatever. I'm not going to be doing that because sometimes I just create a subject here which I want us to be educated about the subject, to see things, to see light. We can, refer to things and look to different things, but to continue to make it an attack and then it becomes very, most of the time.
Mariana, nobody is attacking. Let me quickly
Yeah.
say something. I will give you date and time.
Let's take note.
Nobody is attacking. I'm reading from a text message
Go on, take note.
I sent to Muyiwa November 22, 2023. Number 1. Kindly fix a date for the body inspection so we can have representative present. Representative as pathologist and stuff like that after we discussed it in the meeting. Otilo. Shit. Number 2, please prepare an official letter to Wumi's lawyer requesting for DNA strongly because of infidelity allegations by mobile songs and lyrics, Baba allegations of infidelity, and Wumi unable to answer such questions at the coroner inquest. Number 3, a new team of lawyers will be coming on board to work with your team. Information of them will be provided ASAP. I'm going to skip number 4. Then I have number 5 about the pathologist, how to perform a separate pathology, autopsy, and toxicology. This was November 22, 2023. So when we speak, I have text proof. The number 4 that I said I was going to skip is about African TV. That's why I said I'm going to skip that. So we have.
I don't understand. What are you trying to establish in this? Again, as I said, let's focus on
I'm
subject.
trying to establish that
Create
if
any
we have done the autopsy, hold on, easy. If these suggestions to Mr. Muyiwa, if we have taken the right steps, this was November, talking about autopsy and pathology and autopsy and toxicology. If we have done the right thing, we will not be here. This was November. When everything scattered, January, was it January or February? I came to Papariano's platform. I said, Smith and Bankole, we need consent for autopsy. Right here, the same way I was talking. No talk. There was you guys released an article that there's somebody parading himself as Baba Aloba's lawyer. That was the article you responded with, of which, according to our research, Andy is the one that was fostering those articles. There is no attack here.
Why are you so? Why?
Hold on. I'm not attacking you, trust me. We are just saying I'm collaborating the fact that yes, the system is corrupt, but there are steps we can take, and when we have the evidence facing the system like this, like 2 p.m. sun, don't talk by, they will have no choice but to give us justice. But in the absence of that, the corruption of the system is the one that is fostering. I'm not attacking you. It's not you that your child is dead. No, I'm not attacking you at all. It's not an attack. We are just enumerating the errors that have been made in the past. And Papariano asked the question now, is this still going to continue? And you answered yes. So, Kilawambaka, if tomorrow Smith and Bankole said, we need consent to do this, and the people that are close by Baba will say no, because it's not Baba's lawyer. Then Kilawambaka. That is what I'm trying to say. There's no attack here.
Please, can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, it's non-ending conversation. Go ahead.
Excuse me, Papayano. Can I say something? Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
Your network is bad. We can't hear you. Your network is
From
bad.
wherever you're speaking.
We can't hear you. So, Andy, I'm going to continue to speak. Her network is not good.
From. Papareno, thank you. This is my first time of speaking on your platform, even though I've been here.
Crocodile, don't start music this morning. I beg you.
Forever. And very active in the comment section. But today I think I should say a few words. Now, struck me when I started listening to the conversation this morning is that sometimes we walk. I'm back. Hello, no one is. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Is it better now?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I was just saying that instead of worrying about those who give us direction, why can't we come together? Because what I see is members of the justice team working in silos, and it doesn't seem to be working. So we need to change course, come together into a self-organizing team that does not need Muyiwa or Babaloba to tell us what to do. We know what is right. If we come together and do a good job, they will accept us. Because every time we bring out what we have done wrongly and we're not moving forward to say, let's change our strategy, we're stuck in the same position. So my own is that, look, every time we work with a weak boss, we find a way to work with them. When we don't want to work with them and we point out their weaknesses, that we get fired. So in order not to get fired, why don't we see how we can enhance their strength? That weakness that we think that they have, we can turn it to a strength for them. So let's come together. Let's collaborate with every other person. If Joseph Aloba says he only wants to deal with us through Muiwa, let us bring Muiwa into the equation and see how we work with Muiwa and get him to do it the way we want. But we too must have value that we're pushing to Muiwa. It's not just about Muiwa accepting us or Muiwa submitting to our request. We want Muiwa to be able to see value in what we are proposing so that it can work with us to achieve it. We can't say Muiwa is not doing the right thing, Muiwa is not, or Baba is not doing the right thing. And so we all hold back.
Yes, babe.
Let me give you a typical
Lady Harris,
example.
no. Don't go there. You see,
I believe in
keep telling you
teamwork,
something, please. Don't let me
and nobody
bring
has
this
all
up.
the answers.
Not everybody you always want to engage in on some certain subject. Just let it slide, please. Okay, you don't have to.
I'm
Now,
not engaging her. I just want to say something.
no. He's mentioning Muyiwa. I know you're very controversial. Whatever you say against Muyiwa, I mean, people don't just take it. Sometimes you just lay cool on it. I mean, you don't have to be making a scene all the time. Okay, just let us say her things and let someone else address her, and let us rub her until nobody else can address her. Don't just, rush it in. Let the
Lady, you see me, I muted.
address her. Okay,
I
you're unable
muted.
to address her. Then later you can chip in something, but don't always. I mean, be taking lead or whatever. So anyway, I'm coming. Yet, babe, you see, the thing is this now. Do you think that for the past 8 to 7 months that the public has not been advising Muyiwa on what to do? Do you think so? Yet, babe.
I don't think so. I think we've done a great job. I think
So
everyone has been
if we for the public to say they don't find Muyiwa fit for the job, and you continue to tell the public to continue to try more, even when they have been dealing with him for the past 7 months or maybe 5 months, and they don't see him capable. Do you think the public you something that is not working? Is that what you're advising?
No. So, Papareno, what I'm going to say to you is this. If you have a boss that is not good, that is incompetent, and you tell the management that you don't like your boss is not adding value, is not helping, and
Okay, but when
and
you
the
tell,
organization
but when you
the
tell the
organization decides, wait, now let me land, please.
Mm,
And the organization decides not to change your boss, and you know that you risk losing your job. What are you going to do about that boss? Are you going to fire the boss yourself?
no,
Because I mean, all of us, we have seen how we have seen how shoddily
wait now.
Muyiwa has run this thing.
Be logical now. If you're under a husband that beats you all the time, your parents
Oh, husband
wait
is a
now.
lover.
You are under, like, your parent married you to a man. Okay, the man paid paid the bride price. Okay,
Correct.
uh
Quite well.
to your parents, and just wait, to your parents, and you are married to the man, and the man keeps beating you all the time. Okay, and you tell your parents you don't want to marry to this man anymore. They say no, you must continue to marry. So do you think you will be there until the man kill you, or at a certain point you will take the decision that that is healthy for you?
That's an extreme example.
No.
Because I mean, nobody will leave their child to be beaten to death under any man.
That's what we are
Or
saying.
any
Okay,
nobody
now
that has our own
what we are
competence
saying
will
here.
stay under a man
Let's say you
to
want
be
to help.
beaten to death.
Let's say you want to help. Okay, you want to help Mohbad father. Okay.
Yes.
And Mohbad father, you want to help. Don't forget him. And
Yes, I
Mohbad
want to.
father has given maybe he has given authority to some certain persons that whoever wants to help him, okay, must go through this particular person. And then when you, do your own investigations or so, you come to find out that, like, there are a lot of things are wrong with that person. Okay, though the person who gave the other person authority seems not to understand the things that are wrong, and you who understand that a lot of things are wrong, would you forcefully go through that person just because you want to help, knowing fully that it's not going anywhere? Would you do
Okay.
that?
Okay, so I don't believe that any man is what do you call it? Is impossible. A man can become recalcitrant because of the attitude you show towards him. If you approach somebody, is how you approach people, they react towards you. I don't believe that Muyiwa is so.
Do you hear my question? Do you hear my question? Forget about Muyiwa.
I'm getting to your
No, don't
question.
get it. Wait, don't get it. No, don't get it. No, wait.
I heard you.
Little bit. You know that as you are in your life, have you ever seen people who, you think that something is not right with them? Have you ever encountered somebody who is not doing the right thing?
Definitely.
Okay, so these people, when you encounter them, you try to correct them, they don't accept. Do you force yourself under them?
No.
Or you continue to say, oh, it's because I didn't figure it very well. Let me say, for example, you are with somebody and you are able to establish that this person is not good. And me, I come and say, is the way you went about it. And you are telling me I've been with this person for the past 10 years. And me, I'm still coming and saying, no, it's the way you went about it. Don't you think that, me too, I have to do that. I just have to go and try.
See, left to me, Muiwa should have been fired a long time ago.
That's what we are saying. We are saying.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We are
Papa,
saying that. No, you are making
it wrong.
Because Baba want him, so everybody should want him. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, that's why I said, okay, so if we don't want him, Baba wants him. We can organize ourselves in a self-organizing way that we don't need a Muiwa or Baba to tell us what to do. We should do the job as a self-organizing team.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
You see, yet babe. The thing you have to understand is that this case is within the family. Okay, it's strategic. It's not just like a common case which you can, just do even without the consent of the family. In most areas, most strategic areas of this case, you need a family member to consent with your group. Whether you're an organization, whether you're a team, whether you are public interest, you need a family member to sign some documents which you are going to be using to get justice in this particular case.
Okay, Paparano. We have been told that in court, at the inquest, we have human rights lawyers, we have entertainment lawyers, we have all these other groups, women lawyers and so on. We can collaborate with one of the groups to push this case. We don't have to go with the family.
No, you're not. Wait. See, okay, let me break things down for you. It's like you're not understanding because maybe probably you're not influencing the case for a very long time. Now, let's say, for example, you want to get autopsy done. Wait now, you want to get autopsy done. You are you're a public lawyer, all of you. You are team. You want to get autopsy done. And Baba Mohbad and the family, they decide to go and bury Mohbad. Now, tell me what power do you have over the family? And let's say Baba Mohbad, and it's Muiwa and their family, they said we don't want to do DNA, we accept baby Liam and want to go and bury Mohbad. What would you do, you as a concerned party? What do you want to do?
At that point in time, there isn't much you can do.
That's what I'm telling you.
But don't forget that Mohbad's case is a homicide case, and it's actually the state in this case.
See, please, I'm trying to get you to understand. The fight is within the family. The evidence is within the family. If the whole family come out today and they hide evidence already, they say camera is not functioning in the house. Okay, and all the evidence, if they don't speak out and bring evidence, police cannot do much. Okay, we need them to expose each other. Either Mama Mohbad expose Wunmi, Adura expose Wunmi, or Baba Mohbad expose them. But if all the family come together and they all agree and they don't want justice, okay, no matter what state we have to do extra job to figure out what happened there. State don't leave it.
Paparano, what if I told you that the state can actually prosecute this case? They can actually determine the cause of death and who killed this guy without any consent from any family member. If you want to do their job.
Thank you very much. That is when the state is functional. But a state that is not functional, for you to get, even when the state is not capable of doing it or are not interested, if we can find one of the family member that can help us cooperate, okay, and help us fight to some certain areas where strategies can be, applied, that is how we can win. If
Paparano, let me make a suggestion. With the way things are right now, and Aloba is pushing an agenda that, look, if you want to deal with me, deal with me through Muiwa or whoever.
Yeah.
Can we think of a different way of approaching this? Consider ourselves into a pressure group.
Let me open the floor. Yeah.
Consider ourselves into a pressure group. Let me just land on this. Let me land.
It's like you're not getting the point. You're not getting the point. See, there is no way you can do something without the family.
That's what I'm saying. Let me land on my last thought. Let me land.
If you want to go ahead, the family can decide, like what Mariano has said. The family can decide that we have settled. You understand? What are you going to do?
In societies that work, even if the family says we don't want to prosecute anymore, the fact that this is a homicide case, it is the state that owns this case to prosecute.
Yeah,
so
but whereby the state,
even if Aloba says I don't want to,
whereby the state too is not functioning,
the state should stop.
Yeah, what if the state too is not functioning? What do you do?
It is because the state is complicit somewhat in this particular situation.
We see
where our hands are tied. So
You are not new in this case now. Stop behaving like you are
I'm
new.
not, definitely not.
So we have seen that the state is not willing. That's why we are
Yeah,
fighting. If state was
yeah.
doing the right thing, me and you will not be fighting. We will not come out here and be fighting here. So state have not done the right thing. That is why we want to fight. And we that want to fight right now, the family is not ready to cooperate. You see how difficult it is?
We can form ourselves into pressure groups to push.
Oh my God! You are saying whatever group you form, they dissolve it. They are not part of it, and they will not give you consent. If you come, help us sign this paper. We want to go and sue Wunmi. We want to go and sue Adura. We want to sue Mohbad. They say we don't want to go that route. We have our own team. Just give us your money, and we'll do it the way we want.
Yeti babe.
Paparano,
Yeti babe.
I want to
Yes,
ask, please.
Yeti babe. You will learn.
I want to ask,
I
please.
think
You
we are
learn the
just
habit.
coming. You will learn.
I want to ask. I want to
Okay.
ask.
I'm willing to learn.
What I want to ask is that if today these people call Baba and said, "Okay, Baba, nǹkan tá nílẹ̀ ó tó pín. What has happened has happened. Mohbad have 6 houses, 10 acres of land, 3 billion in account. And Baba, we know you love your son. We want to give you this 3 billion and 5 acres of land. So we want you to let this case go. Do you think Baba will leave this case to go?"
We're driving close to that point.
No, excuse me. Let's Paparano answer. You are being pinned down now, Paparano.
Go on. Ask me. Go on. Go ask the question.
I should ask again. I'm saying that if they called Baba today and said, "Baba, nǹkan tá nílẹ̀ tó pín. We have 3 billion naira Mohbad money. We have 10 acres of land Mohbad money. And these are the paper. Baba, this Mohbad have 6 houses. We are going to give you from these 6 houses, we are going to give you 3. And the 3 billion, we are going to give you 2 billion from it. The 10 acre of land, we are going to give you 8 from the 10 acre of land. This is going to be agreement. We are going to write it because in Kota Nile Tokmi, please help us accept it." Don't you think Baba will let this case be?
First of all, I will tell you that I am not Baba Mohbad in the first place. I am not Baba Mohbad. Okay. And secondly, I will tell you Baba Mohbad is a pastor, is a man of God. And thirdly, he has conscience. Okay. And but maybe again is a human being. He has emotions. So by his emotions, he may want to go the other way. But again, these conditions that you are giving, it can foul anybody, not just Baba Mohbad. It can foul. It can kick anybody off stability. It's not just Baba Mohbad, and I will not speak for him. Let the Harris go on.
Sorry. If this thing have been done, like this thing I'm asking for now has been done at the first place after Mohbad died, do you think Baba will come outside and fight for justice, Papa?
Baba will still come outside because in the sense that the whole world is crying for justice, he's gonna come out but pretend to be for justice while it's not for justice, because any person of conscience, the Baba is a person of conscience, okay? From the way I see him. And then so any person of conscience, the whole world is crying justice for your son. And earlier they were accusing him of killing the son. So that accusation alone, we want to make him prove himself that I didn't do this. So by joining the public to look for justice for Mohbad. You see, Wunmi too is acting like she's looking for justice because she doesn't want that bad name. But because she's not still looking for the justice the right way and ready to assist in the justice, that's why all fingers are pointed towards her. So the same thing, Baba Mohbad may be there and not be ready, not really want to assist, but so that people will not be see the whole world is crying for your son. You are heartless, Baba, and you are there. You cannot even join the whole world. So he will just join, whether he's for justice or he's not for justice. That one is understandable. Anybody will join. So at the end of the day, it lies within lies within his heart. Does he really want to put in everything to really get just for Mohbad? Does Mohbad really mean that a lot to him? I mean, like he said, or it's just for so that people will not come after him and people will not be accusing him just like before. So that's it.
Yeah, well, I would have taken, sorry, just to buttress to what Paparano said. Baba would have taken, in the beginning of the whole thing, the Baba said, or we heard that the lawyer called him and told him that what we have here is enough to go around. And that was another instance of the son, Falano, wanting to meet with Baba and Wumi so as to settle this cause amicably in a family way. But Baba understand that they were trying to compromise with him, but Baba refused the offer. So he has taken a stand from the beginning, even before the whole thing became public. So the man has taken a stand, and basically he needs the support of the public, and he has that support, and it's almost like he can't go back anymore on his stand. And the other side too are not ready to give up 1 penny of what they got. So it's just a situation whereby he has already taken his stand and they have taken their stand. So let's see what happens at the court of law. So no matter what they bring, no matter how fast that they bring, Baba is going to consider first of all the efforts of the public, which is the monies, the mental support and the likes. So it will be hard for him to accept such kind of offer already. And even if they do, they will not want to give him that kind of offer because they pretty much know that he does not know much about what Mohbad has. He does not know anything. He does not have any information as regards what Mohbad has actually. So what gives us the impression, or are we sure that everything that they're tabling in front of him is actually everything that Mohbad has? He might have more than that. And two, he also wants to confirm the DNA, paternity of the child. Because even if they give him everything and give one house to Wunmi, it doesn't mean that a child who does not belong to the Aluba family will now lay claim to the house. So we are just kind of like, we are at the point of no return at this moment. So it's like a fight to the finish. The way I look at it. Thanks.
Sorry, I just want to support what Crocodile just said. It has to be a fight to finish. Nobody should ever pray to be in Aloba's shoes because, you have your daughter-in-law to contend with. You have your own son against you. You have your in-law, your ex-wife. Everyone is saying you're doing the right thing, even though they're all related to the victim, just like you, and you are the father. I have a responsibility to fight for justice. So right now, we are his support. We are the support system that he has. So whatever it takes for him to take us to the promised land, we have to be on ground for him. So I believe that even if he's not doing everything right, the way we'll have him do, we just need to keep pushing him to do the right thing. And as long as he doesn't give up, because he can only keep the course, he can stay the course if he knows that we're still with him. If he sees that our support is no longer there, he can't do anything. So we have to make sure that we remain strong for him and we keep pushing him until he gets it. And he hasn't disappointed us yet.
Yet, babe.
So we just have to keep at it.
Babe, we are very practical in nature. Okay, we don't just say words. It's one thing to say words, and another thing to have them in action. People continue to bring support, but they are rejecting support. So will he wake up tomorrow now and say that he's tired? Support has been coming and has not been implemented for months now.
I think we need to engage them in a different way. Maybe the engagement shouldn't be on the platform.
Wait. You seem to have a lot of strategy. Can you please represent us and go and engage them, and so that because it's like we are complaining, it's like we talk too much. Can you please represent us at this point so that you can bring?
Paparano, don't say you are talking too much. You're saying the right things. I'm just saying that what we have been saying
it's not working. It's not working
so far.
You just aware right now.
Strategy.
People promoted the GoFundMe. They still dissolve them. People, in fact, the day that I had to pay $200 here for that GoFundMe was when I see that this guy, chairman, who started from this platform, who I encourage, go meet the legal team, work with them, because me, I'm just an analyst. I just want to, give insight, whatever. And I also, I appreciate those who want to work for, implementing these things, executing it. That is where they want to be. Me, I don't want to be there. And so I encourage him, go join them and do this and see whatever they are doing there. And then, and give us information.
I
Okay, and then
supported
you
this
now
GoFundMe
wait.
myself. I paid into it.
Don't be rushing now, lady. You see the way I said, so calm down. We are trying to use brain to fix something. It's not rush. When you rush, you miss it. So we are telling you things that that people have that has been done and that we have not achieved, and we are still on the same chapter, and it's not seeming like anything good is coming. So we don't even know how to go about it. So we want it to be like if you who is coming here right now, if you see that maybe we are not doing something the right way, maybe there should be a better way. What if we appoint you and then we give you 2 weeks to go and talk to Muyiwa or Baba Mohbad? We will tell you everything. Then you will go and say it, and then you come and give us feedback. How about that?
I don't mind because I mean I can
Okay.
engage anybody.
Everybody.
If you give me Muyiwa's contact, I will speak to him.
Okay, just
I
wait.
don't have a problem speaking to anybody.
Yeah, wait now. Everybody in the live stream, can we agree? Let us give Yet Babe 1 week to go and get things right between Baba Muyiwa, and then come back and show that yes, it is possible. Everybody, do you agree? If you agree, say yes, and then we'll send contact.
Brando, you're being cheeky right now because I don't even know this man. I've never met him. I don't know anybody. I'm just a supporter of this justice move. And I'm saying that if there are ways of exploring new ways of getting things done, I'm in support. If you want me to speak to Muyiwa, I'll speak to him and I'll give him my own ideas. I have a little bit of experience. I've had to deal with the police at the Lagos Command before, and I know the way they operate there. Sometimes they do the job, but their hands are tied also. So probably there's something that we're not doing that we should do. Maybe we need to discuss it with Muyiwa on the sidelines, not necessarily on the platform. I'll mention it to him. If he doesn't accept, fine. But that doesn't mean that we should be cowed into submission and not pursue this justice the way we have been pursuing it. That's what I'm saying. That we still need to keep at it. Whatever we need to do, we'll do it just to make sure that we get it. If Muyiwa is not a god, he's a human being like all of us. He doesn't have all the wisdom. You must listen to voice of
Okay,
reason.
you know what, guys? Sorry, I will have the distraction. So everybody, guys, do you all agree? Because all of us don't know them too, just like you two, just like me. People that you see that are taking front, that want to get things done. They don't know them anyway. They just want to help. So now, I like your energy. Believe me, I mean, you are the best. First of all, let me clap for you.
Thank you.
I must tell you, out of everybody so far, you are God sent. Now, everybody in the life, can we all agree and please follow her and send her Muyiwa's number and Baba Mohbad's number? She can help the whole world, the public, resolve this. Okay.
Whole world.
So please, guys, they agree. So by this time next week, okay, we will be hearing from you. Okay, is that okay?
No problem. I'll talk to Muyiwa.
All right, thank you very much.
I will share experience and I would see how
and
we
you
can.
will be the leader of the team.
I'll come back. I will also want to know why he's recalcitrant, why he's not agreeing to all that we have been pushing to ensure that we get this justice. It's very important that we even find out how is he thinking? What is his own thought process? Is he even seeing things with the way we see things? Does he agree with us? Is he for justice? We need to find out. We need to know. And it's from engaging him one-on-one, not on the platform, because people will usually resist when you engage them on the platform because they feel attacked. Maybe we need to find out where he's coming from. What's his own point? Doesn't he want justice for his nephew or cousin or whoever Mohbad is to him? Do you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, so that we can move forward. I mean, Paparano, nobody can take away your commitment to this cause. But nobody should also be allowed to rubbish it.
See, you know, talking about the reason why it's been.
Even Madam Aries has done a whole lot of work.
Wait. Yet, babe. Wait.
I'm with you.
Listen, maybe you the way you speak, you should be able to convince Muyiwa or Baba. You can do that. So let's not talk too much. Why don't you start from now on and go and be trying the number, because you may try today and you try again tomorrow.
Send me Muyiwa's number in my DM.
Okay, somebody please.
I'll call him.
Who want to send it to her so that let me clear that first from here, so that there will be no excuse that you did not get the number. Who want to send the number to her? Volunteer. Oh yeah.
You can't give up without trying and trying. Let's just try
wait
again.
now. That's why we want to ask some. Who have those numbers? Oh yeah. Who can give it to her?
Okay.
Iron Lady, are you there?
Thank you. Please send it to my.
Iron lady. Are you the no lady Iris? I don't like it. I don't like that word iron. I mean, you be iron.
Iron Lady
Papariano, I think you're just being sarcastic.
No. Stop. No,
It's,
Crocodile, stop. Please stop. We're
yeah,
trying to fix
because
things. No. Stop. Please stop. I mean, people learn the hard way. Let people learn the way they can learn. The
I
best
don't
way
think,
to practical.
I don't think, I
It's
don't
not
think,
sarcasm, please. It's not sarcasm.
yeah, because you
You
just made a
can,
certain statement that
yeah,
make it seem as though
keep
she just try
explaining,
luck.
and they are not understanding. You have to let them go through the same route. Do you think many people here have not go through the same route? Let them go through so that they can now see what everyone is seeing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you should not do it such a way that makes it look like you're trying to like to be sarcastic and to make it seem
No,
as though she's
don't
going to
worry.
fail
It
anyway.
doesn't matter. Don't worry. I mean, the motive is good. The motive is that let her try it and bring back results. It's going to be sarcastic because people have gone through that route before. And if she's going to do something,
I mean, you can
different,
tell. I mean, you can advise. You can encourage her to also try, but
sorry, it doesn't matter
she
how I
didn't
say
say
it.
it in a way that
Don't perceive it that way. She's not perceiving it
that's
that
like
way.
that's not a fair way to tell
No,
someone to
she's
try.
not perceiving it
For
that way.
me,
We have given her so many instances and which is not seen. Okay. So and she keep forcing things to be done in a certain way. And then we want her to go try it. It's not being
okay,
sarcastic.
yeah, you can.
It's just the reality.
You can, Paparano. You can encourage her to also try, but not in such a way that makes it look as though when she comes back with a result that you expect, then you're gonna say, "Well, I told you. Look, didn't I tell you?" And
No,
she should just try.
I'm
Like,
not
okay, you
even
know what?
afraid.
Try. When you
I'm
try,
not afraid.
even
I'm
when you
feeling
not
it
try,
that
afraid.
way. That's just, you
Why
are
are you
thinking too
taking
deep.
it
You
like
are
that
thinking
now,
too
Crocodile?
deep.
And
That's
I'm
not
not
good.
afraid to be successful.
It's just a normal thing. Let it
Let's
go
You are
and
just
thinking
try.
try.
too
We're
too
all
Let
deep.
her
trying
go
to
and
put in.
try.
Okay,
It
so
might work for her. You don't know if she's a psychologist.
Exactly.
Maybe she has a way of talking to people like that they are hard.
Exactly.
And that is
Eh,
what Soprano is trying to bring up. That maybe your own will work. Next
exactly.
week you will tell us how
Instead
far.
of being
Everybody has a
sarcastic,
way of approaching
should I be
human
crying
beings.
while speaking? I should
We
be
don't know.
crying while
People have
speaking.
contracts with the president. Depends on how you talk to them. So
Yes.
allow her to do her job.
I'm not
This is
saying
her
she can't
job.
do her job.
She
What I'm
just
trying
told
to
you
say
that she has
is when
gone
you
to
wanna no,
the.
I'm not saying she can't do her job. What I'm trying to say
Don't
is
even bring
when you
that.
want to
Don't bring
encourage
that.
someone to
Don't
do
bring that in.
something, you
Don't
should
worry.
the
She has
tone and the
already
manner of
encouraged.
approach. Because
Don't
people are
bring that.
there,
Don't
you
bring
have
that. Don't bring
281
that
people
out.
watching. You have to be able
Even
to encourage them
come,
to
Crocodile.
be
You are
on
the
the
one even
platform, not
making it
to be
somehow.
sarcastic or
Crocodile,
try to make
No,
it look as though
Crocodile,
you're
she's
trying
not
to
saying
Crocodile,
it that way.
just go
are you
unfair.
the only one perceiving
Crocodile, she's not saying that
sarcasm?
I
way.
don't
Thank you.
understand.
No.
Are you
Thanks
the
for
only
advice. I
one
mean, it's a
or
good
everybody?
advice. Thanks for advice. I mean,
When
but
you
you
want someone
understand
to
my
do
point.
something and you know that other people has failed in that attempt, and you
True.
try to let them see that the reasons why they
No,
fail is this and that you feel they're not going to
crocodile.
succeed,
Are
you
you the
encourage them to
only
try. You
one
don't just
perceiving
talk as
sarcasm?
though
I apologize. I
I mean
apologize.
that's been for me
I
that's been too sarcastic,
apologize.
and I'm sure she's going to succeed. I hope she succeed. We
Amen.
all pray to succeed anyway. But if she
Amen.
comes back if
Yeah,
she comes
let's
back
leave this matter now.
with the
Encourage her
results
now.
that we do not
Crocodile, you
That
are
expect,
is it.
then
That
we
is
should
what
not
I
make it
want
look
to
as
hear.
though
Crocodile,
Let
you
me
are
try.
taking
you
it too
know.
far.
Crocodile, you are
You should
discouraging the lady.
encourage her.
You are discouraging her.
Yeah, let us
Encourage
encourage
her.
her.
Simple.
Thank you for the observation. No, it's a good
Let's encourage
observation.
her.
Guys, please wait
She's a
now.
psychologist.
Crocodile has made this observation. Let's move on from there. The manner.
thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone.
let's move on.
exactly.
Okay,
Please,
so
behave.
Discouraging
what
anyone. I'm
I'll
just saying
say,
that when we want to do
Aristocrat,
I'm
do you have
rooting
something,
for
we
something
you.
to
should
say
not
to
be
me?
malicious or sarcastic. It's not fair. That's my
All right.
point.
Guys, stop
Okay.
this
Okay.
thing
Thank
now.
you very
Drop
much.
it now. Let the woman try. Abba.
All right.
Aristocrat, please, do you have something to say to me?
I'm not saying she shouldn't try. Did I say she should not try?
You are
My
discouraging
own
her the way
I
you
did
are
position
not
is,
speaking.
discourage her.
Wait,
No, I did
Aristo,
not.
Aristo,
Even me,
relax.
I'm
Aristo, calm
discouraging her.
down. Aristo, I beg, Emma,
I
get
did
me.
not say she should not try.
Yeah,
I'm saying
Crocodile.
that you should encourage people to try.
okay.
That's my point.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And not to be
Thank you.
sarcastic when doing that.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very
That's
much.
all.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
observation.
I
Good
appreciate
observation.
everyone. I
Yes.
just believe that we have all been talking and we have all been doing our own bit. I've seen the petition that was even written by Aristocrat from this platform, and every one of us signed it, and we haven't heard anything. And I think that everybody that can put in a word or two is also part of trying to support this justice. It's not just to come to the platform and say things and go away. I think if I go and I fail, I'll come back, I'll try again. I don't believe in let's not try. Let's just keep trying until we get it. That's just why I came up this morning or this afternoon or whatever time it is where you are to say, look, let's keep trying. You understand? So I'll do my own bit. And
Thank you.
I pray that
Yeah.
God helps me and God helps all of us. So support me in
Thank,
prayers.
Yeti, I
Yes.
support you really.
Thank you,
We
sir.
all of us might think we are getting it right with the man, and you might possibly have a persuasive way of getting things done. There is nothing bad in trying. There is nothing bad in trying. And I don't think anybody should discourage anybody to reach out to these people. If you feel you can, do it. Do
Thank you.
it. And that's how it goes. I'm rooting for you. Let's drop it like that.
Yeti
Thank you very
baby,
much.
I wish you the best of luck on your assignment to Mr. Famiwa.
Thank you. Yorùbá ni now, àá sọ̀rọ̀ síra wa.
Yeah, I
Kò sí
wish you
problem.
the best of luck too.
Yeah. Kò sí problem. We'll do the talking. We'll do the encouraging. We'll find out what they're doing. We'll give them ideas. Okay, so I've shared this on other platforms. I've been in a homicide case before. My own brother too. And the police, and we got justice. So I don't know. That's why I want to find out what they're doing. I mean, if you have experience, share your experience with people that are in the same situation and see how you can help them. So I think that if I come from a position of I've been in it myself, and I want to see how we can still work with people. I'm still talking to people. I've spoken to police on this case myself, but I just didn't come here to say it. So I know exactly what I'm saying. Famiwa might be a difficult man. Aloba might be a difficult man, but we should still engage them and see if they really want justice or not. Then we'll move forward. Thank you.
Papariano, I want to ask you a question, and Crocodile. Andy have answered me, and Iron Lady. So I'm directing this question to the three of you. I was just thinking out of my bubble. What if this matter do not exceed the coroner inquest, just the way Sylvester own ended recently? What do you think? What would be your action? Papariano, are you there? Kotisalo. Crocodile, do you hear me?
Yeah.
What if I typed it, but you didn't answer? Andy has answered, so I won't go to Andy. What if this matter do not, after the whole, if they like, they have 20 adjournments, after the whole adjournment, and the state conclusion is this matter cannot be, like just the way they came with that inconclusive whatever, and come with something like that of Sylvester and say, from everything we see, it seems a natural death. What will you do? What will be your next step after?
For it not to be taken to the court of law, it means that the evidence that has been garnered so far is not something that can be contestable in the court of law. So it means that basically now the current legal team of Baba has not been able to find a standing or a ground to advance the case to the courts by virtue of the evidence that has been gleaned or gotten so far. So I will decide that the legal team has not done a good job. And yeah, as a result of that, there's nothing much the layman can do. Even as at now, there is still issues as regards what the legal team should have done so far. So because of the lack of evidence that is sufficient enough to advance the case to the courts, there is nothing much people can do than to hope that maybe karma or something comes out of it at the end of the day. Because right now, what the legal team should have been doing is to get the necessary to investigate and get the necessary documents or evidence that they can, which they are trying to do in the coroner court. I think that's the reason why the lawyer, as Baba's lawyer, has applied for them to start the coroner hearing all over again, so they can get some evidence from it, which we hope they succeed in doing it. So for now, we hope they succeed in it. In absence of that, there's nothing much we can do, because it has to be taken to court for any conviction to be made or for any arrest to be made or jail term to be passed. So the coroner inquest is just what it is. It's just hearing so as to gather evidence to be taken to court So far, there's not been any tangible evidence that has been gathered so far, except from inferences or reading between the lines. But that's not evidence. Yeah. So eyewitness reports is important. Forensic report is very important. And also the DNA is important, not from the point of view of the properties, but from the motive perspective. So in the absence of this, there is no way they can advance the case to the court and contest any points or any line of argument. And if this doesn't happen, it means the legal team has not done their job really well. And that's basically is like the end of the case, virtually the end of the case, because they need an evidence to advance it to the court, and there's not so much people can do about it. That's why people are speaking up, and we are not satisfied with the slow pace of the legal team and the progress that is being made as regards gathering the evidence. That is one. Two, we also have to consider on the other side that the government is not showing their willingness to pursue the case, which is why they push each coroner hearing once every month. And I think this is what the legal team should work on, because they're trying to push this case. They are pushing it once in a month. They are delaying it. And as a result of that, giving the other team, the anti-justice team, a time to do damage control and to cover up their tracks. And this is what the legal team of Baba should work on, so that they can quickly take the coroner inquest immediately and conclude everything within a month and gather the evidence that they need to advance their case to the court. So to answer your question, if there is no evidence that can make the case be advanced to the court, there is nothing we can do about it. For me, that is why we are shouting. We are making a lot of clamor right now that the legal team should be up on their feet and they should do what is needed. And if they are not working or they are not effective enough or efficient enough, then they should change them for a more efficient, more direct, or more proactive team that can work with Baba and get the necessary evidence or initiate the necessary processes that they can get the eyewitness reports, the forensics, and they can push the police to action. Some are even advising that the legal team petition the police for their what seems like negligence or lethargy in pursuing the case, because we know what the police of Nigeria, we know how they do in cases like this. We know how they spring into action, but we can see that there is this unwillingness, there is this reluctance, like they need to be pushed when it comes to Baba. And when it comes to Wunmi, they are quick to act, they are quick to support, they are quick to protect. We even heard that the case was, has been put to bed and has been sent to the DPP and was recently opened when Darusha was invited to the police station for investigation as regards the environment only. So there is a general lethargy that it is slow. It is going too slow. And the attempts by the other side, by the government, is to make it also slow, because they put one coroner inquest once every month. And the lawyer team that Baba has not given us any. We are not. Maybe they have some information, but we are not seeing it. Maybe they have some eyewitness report, but we are not seeing any uneasiness from the other camp. They are calm. They are doing whatever they want. They are still living in the house. They are still allowed to walk free. Darusha is still free. Wunmi is still free. Adura is still free. The 15 people in the house or 10 people in the house when Mohbad passed, they are still free. Sam Larry is still out. Naramali is still out. So, and they are not panicking. Some of them probably may be traveling out to the country already. And there is no attempt, there is no direct step that has been taken as regards the evidence. So the police are not saying anything about it. The Baba team, we are not seeing anything. We are not really seeing any quick action. I mean, we hope that something comes out of it at the end of the day, maybe in the next coroner inquest. But we are not seeing something, something is not really happening before then. And there is this kind of, when there is so much hope, too much hope kind of weakens the heart. And it's natural, that's how we're feeling. So we're keeping hope alive. And we wish that the next coroner inquest, something comes out of it. We still have two people two TikTok activists who speak on behalf of this case. We still have them behind bars, even despite granted bail terms. And people are expecting that, maybe Baba's team, or maybe, something just happens that just get them out of jail. So we look powerful. We look kind of, we are like sitting ducks for them. So what we hope that in the next coroner inquest, with the onboarding of the son in last coroner inquest, we hope some advances will be made, which is the reasons why many hosts are showing concern, which is the reasons why a lot of people want to speak with Muiwa. Maybe they feel that it's not really helping enough in the case. Maybe it's not advising Baba enough. Maybe he's doing too much, So that's my point. If nothing comes out of it and coroner inquest is the ending of the case, then that's the law. We can't fight against the government. That's what it is. So you have to have the evidence to enough to fight with the government, and that is what we're trying to push the lawyers of Baba to do. I don't pray this happens, but yeah,
I will still come
that's
back to
basically the
you
fact.
to
All
challenge
right.
some of your line of thought. Lady, Iron
Thanks.
Lady, are you there? Iron Lady.